Hello there. Welcome back to the Clayton Millsap Hard Enduro Road to Erzberg 2020 vlog. I am your host, Clayton Millsap. Again, thanks for joining us back. The vlog is slowed down a little bit. I don't want to say derailed because we're still here. We're still pressing along. Or in the rally world, we'd say press on regardless. We're still doing that. Been riding. It just, like I said, I think I told you in the last vlog that life was going to hit and it was going to slow down a little bit. Been on the road a lot, doing life things, and the business is booming. This is our busy season. Again, I own my own body shop. And here in Central Illinois, this is the busy season for us. Bad weather starts to hit. Deer, white-tailed deer run, and annoyingly right in front of cars. I mean, annoyingly for other people, it's good for us. In the midst of all this, I did take time to go out to West Virginia, as you're seeing. Met up with a group of guys over the summer, the Grouchy Dog Dirt Riders. They were gracious enough to invite me out to West Virginia, to the Hatfield McCoy Trails. A little bit of nerd history. My fourth great grandmother was a Hatfield from West Virginia, so it's kind of my old stomping ground, I guess you could say. Very interesting place. I'm again, kind of history nut anyway, so did a little bit of riding, did a little bit of history touring and learning as I was out there, so that was very cool. This was day one. I left on a Tuesday evening here in Illinois about 7 o'clock and arrived there around 4:30 in the morning. I slept for a couple hours, woke up, ate breakfast, and we drove to Buffalo Mountain to ride. So we'd ridden a hair bit before this, so I was getting a little warmed up. This is Buffalo Mountain Trail 199 going up. This is the iconic trail for the Hatfield McCoys, in my opinion. I mean, if you ever talk to anybody, this is the one they always ask about. So I was really anxious to try it. Got Rick up in front, who's the guide, and then Roger, who's in front of me. Great group of guys to ride with. Couldn't ask for a better group. But now I'll finish up talking. I'll let you listen to some riding. We're getting ready to hit the first technical climb part here, so enjoy.
I think this is it right here.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking about.
So it looks like it's washed out, so I guess just watch, see if what do you think? It's a challenge.
I'm out of shape.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't look bad, but it's washed out.
So upon arriving there and riding, the realization that I'm very much an amateur blogger set in. I kept forgetting to turn the camera on, or I would leave it run during stupid times and drain battery. So what you just saw was Rick going up the first time and realizing what was going to make it, so he cut back pretty quick. So he tried a second time and went down pretty hard, messed his wrist up a little bit. I mean, he was able to continue riding, so thank goodness for that. Just again, for the sake of vlogging, that makes for good viewing. But what you're seeing now, well, then you saw me try to go up. I made it first try somehow. That was definitely the highlight of the day for me. I put a lot of pressure on myself to make it. I've seen people talk about it online, and I really wanted to make it up that. This is the ridge line on 199 at Buffalo Mountain. For those of you here in Illinois, or, you know, locally following this is like nothing we have here in Illinois at all. I mean, that's, you can see that the drops on both sides. If you mess up and go off, you're falling a long way down. I mean, right here's hillside, but at some points there are cliffs where, I mean, it's just a straight drop off, and you're gonna fall a long way. But yeah, I haven't ridden anything like this ever until I rode the Saddleback Hard Enduro, and then again, I was really excited to come out here and ride and get some more seat time in a non-race environment. Just get seat time and get comfortable riding on this stuff. I can tell a huge difference in suspension on the high speed versus low speed stuff. This XCW, I've got it set pretty soft, you know, for this type of riding. So when we were going slow through the technical stuff, it felt great. But when we hit the, I call them fire roads, but I guess they're essentially side-by-side trails and stuff. You know, Rick would take off flying, and my bike was just so squirrely. I mean, it, you know, kept deflecting off things, and wasn't very confidence inspiring, but still, it was a fun trip. I'm not complaining. I'm just yeah, an XC model would have been better for that type of stuff. But again, I'm trying to train for Erzberg, which is more of this stuff, so I'd rather be comfortable on the technical stuff. I rode pretty good, I felt like, especially day one. I only had, you know, two and a half hours of sleep tops, so that was pretty crazy. I mean, I was pretty gassed by the end of day one. This place is amazing. I can't wait to go back. Like I said, this group does 2 trips, one in the spring, one in the fall, and I can't wait to go in the spring, see everything kind of green and back up, and you know, see how much the trail changes from spring to fall. But yeah, this place is amazing. Highly recommend it to anybody. The only changes I've made to the bike since the last seen or talked to you, I finally finished off the stock pipe. So I put an FMF gnarly pipe with a pipe guard and the brace thing for the flange brace. Man, can't talk tonight. And the turbine core 2.1 silencer with the spark arrestor, so I can go right in all the forest now. So that's the only change I've made. You know, I'll let you keep watching some ridgeline and see how close you are to dying. It's pretty crazy.
You gonna get on this side of the bike?
Yeah.
I got you.
This is quite the predicament.
Yeah?
I'm gonna drag the back end up.
Sure. I got the front brake. Yeah, we're gonna hit all that. We'll do the front. Why a two-stroke? There you go. Thanks, Clayton. No problem, man.
Seen me cut Matt off. Felt kind of like a goon card for doing that. That was not my intention, but finishing up day one here at Buffalo Mountain. This was, again, beyond expectations. This place is absolutely amazing. I missed day two on the camera. I thought I let it charge all night, but evidently if something went bad, it did not charge. We rode at Rock House, which is right there where we stayed. Pretty decent day. We rode for a couple hours and it started to rain. Before day one, I went back and put the Shinko 525 cheater back on. I had the stock AT1, and everybody's like, "Oh, you're gonna run that? That's not very good out here in the rocks." So I put the Shinko 525 cheater back on. I ended up destroying it. On day one, I lost like maybe a knob or so. By the end of day two, it was literally almost bald in the center where I just chunked the knobs off of it. So luckily for me, Matt ended up having bike problems in day one, and so we had to take it to a dealer to have some diagnosis done on it because he couldn't figure it out. So again, lucky for me, he was there and was able to, literally had a stock size Shinko 525 cheater, which is exactly what I needed for the moose and everything I already had. So we picked that up for him. We got a new one slapped on for day 3. But yeah, this is wrapping up day 1. So hope you liked day 1 so far. We'll move on to day 3 here pretty quick. On to day 3 here at the Hatfield McCoy Trail trip for the fall. We actually came back to Buffalo Mountain. So we rode Buffalo Mountain day 1. Rock House day 2, back to Buffalo Mountain for day 3. Yeah, it was the same group as day 1, except for had a couple new guys with us. This is basically how the day started out. It was cold. Like I said, it rained the day before. And the temperature dropped. It was right at or just below freezing at this point still. There was some ice on the road, or on the side of the road from like waterfalls and things. Slight frost still. The dirt was very slick. So, but again, I was riding pretty crappy to start the day. Couldn't get any traction. That's how the day started. But yeah, I had a couple new guys tag along. I don't remember which trail this was. I'm terrible with the trail numbers. It was 187. I'm sure I'll get corrected by somebody. It was in the 180s. At the end of day 1, we'd ridden down it, and Rick decided he wanted to ride back up it. And I never turned down the challenge, so we rode back up, and it was actually it was fun. I enjoyed it. I definitely want to go back and try to redeem myself after this little stint here. This is one of the hardest sections of the trail. You go up here, then you have about a 4 foot or so, 3 to 4 foot rock shelf you have to hop up onto. It's difficult. There's no good way of staging to do it. I'm sure the pros would make it look easy, but for us amateurs, it's rather difficult. I'm going to hop off the bike here and run down and kind of let you watch a couple of guys try it. Just let you just watch.
Woo! That's slick right there.
So you see me make a fool out of myself yet again, and day 3 in the morning. I tried to carry a bunch of momentum and just
reset and try again.
rail up it, but by the time the rest of the guys had made it up there, there was an exposed rock that got really greasy, and there was just no traction. So when I wasn't fully in the right line, so when I went to gas it, it sent me right off to the side, which, like I said, luckily I kind of caught that tree with my right arm and stopped myself from going off, flying off the edge. I just dropped it again. This is pretty embarrassing at this point. I felt like a real heeb, but that's, again, you live and learn. This is how you get better. You make mistakes. I'm not afraid to fail. But yeah, I felt bad for the new guys that came, Casey and Kyle, both riding on pretty worn tires. They definitely weren't gummy cheater tire or anything. And they were struggling on this slick rock. I felt pretty bad. We convinced them to come ride with us, and they were definitely on the wrong tire for it. But they were troopers, had great attitudes, kept chugging along. Good stuff. I mean, that's what this is all about. Obviously, we're not pros. We stop and help each other a little bit, and try to make it as painless as possible. But yeah, again, that's reset and try it again. There's no traction. I keep trying to take this route, and there's no grip. But yeah, it is what it is. We eventually make it and press on.
You move that rock. Thank you. Thank you. I got it. I got it. I'm gonna take a breather for a second. Thanks. Long way to the top. You want to rock and roll, boys?
Yeah, that's the same trail still. I kept eating it and just making a fool out of myself. I don't know what was going on, like a combination of cold, being a wimp, I don't know. It was terrible. Had fun, but it was terrible. It was torture. Yeah, that's part of it though. Moving on. I think this was trail 172, I believe. Whichever one has the big rock garden in it, 'cause it's coming up, I believe. Good stuff. So this, I don't know what else to say. I mean, this place is amazing. You know, to kind of get the gist of the view off there to the left, but man, obviously the GoPro doesn't do any of this stuff justice. The GoPro effect is in full swing when riding here. But yeah, I mean, moving forward, it's winter time. The days are getting short. They're really short. I mean, I wake up when it's dark and go to work, and I get home when it's dark. I got ordered some really nice bicycle lights to help a bunch. So if we get a nice evening or something, I may try to go out and ride. But again, it's almost December, so the chances of a nice evening are slim to none. Again, life happenings. It's just it's a busy time of year. Got a new puppy, so been trying to train that the last couple weeks as well. We've had it going on. It'll be 4 weeks this week, and it'll be 11 or 12 weeks old, so it's definitely a puppy with housebreaking it, etc. Not a lot of sleep. I've been tired lately, but again, no excuses. Need to get back on eating better, trying to ride the bicycle more, keep the cardio going. The group here, the Grouchy Dogs, are planning a trip to Alabama in February. Gonna try to go to that as well. Again, like I said earlier, this is a busy season for my work, so if I can get away, I'm sure as heck gonna try. Again, seat time is very important here. I do need to give the bike some love. It's starting to show some battle scars, so need to get it kind of spruced back up. I don't know, the rear wheel, it's got a bent spoke for sure, and a couple of them keep loosening, so I don't know if we've got some truing issues I need to take care of. After riding these rocks and stuff, I'm sure it's getting pretty frustrated at me. I'm sure all the suspension bushings need torn apart and a good lubing. They haven't been, it's about 30 hours on the bike now, they haven't been torn apart yet, so it's about that time. So yeah, we'll keep moving forward and go from there, but keep watching the riding here.
Look at that view though, look onto it. Oh, it's so beautiful here. I'm gonna pause for a minute, let you guys get out of the way. So
yeah, just ignore my dancing skills. The exhaustion was setting in at this point. But yeah, this is part of the trail where there's a real gnarly off-camber, and there's some rebar holding some logs and things up to keep it from eroding any worse. And Matt was wearing some over-the-boot pants. The pant leg had caught the rebar and actually pulled him off the side of the trail, and he fell a good 10-15 feet down. I mean, he was okay. It's pretty gnarly. So you can see the guys sitting there just in case it happens to, somebody falls again. Luckily made it through, no issues. You can see that you get an extreme angle. I mean, you fall off, you're going a ways down. These trails they're nothing to scoff at. You could seriously get hurt if you were out of your comfort zone. But yeah, this trail was super fun. Again, I don't know, this is kind of what I imagine some Watersburg to be like. A lot of gnarly off-camera rock. There's a pretty decent rock garden coming up here pretty quick, like you'll see. But I felt pretty confident getting through that. I didn't make too many mistakes, so just keep pressing forward and doing what we can do. Here's the infamous rock garden I was referring to a little bit ago. This is really the first time I've ever ridden through a rock garden like this. It's not super long at all, but definitely eye-opening. Good to see, the line through and learn different lines through the rock garden like this. I mean, Carl's dinner over there, if I had the chance to get that far in the race, it's going to be like this, only miles long. I'm sure it's even worse, but yeah, we're getting ready to cut to day 4. We stuck at Rock House again, just because it's right there close. And there's some pretty awesome single track there, really. Trail 199 at Rock House is pretty gnarly.
How big is that drop right there?
So again, the next couple of videos you'll see is from Rock House. Just about done for the night. Like there's really nothing else to show you, but there is the next scene you're gonna see. The guys that have been down there before knew where there was a waterfall, so we had to go check out the waterfall. I've never seen a waterfall really in my life, and then at this weekend I had seen 3 waterfalls in 3 weeks. It was pretty unreal. Seen one in Southern Illinois with my wife, and then seen one in Gatlinburg when my wife and I took a hike, and then again we got to go see one here. So it was pretty cool. Again, it was cold again that day. You'll be able to see there's some icicles hanging. Oh yeah, definitely you can see them. It was definitely chilly that day, but it was a blast. I mean, again, the group of guys, I can't thank them enough. It was fantastic. They're super nice, very welcoming. They'll push you a little bit. I mean, Rick is a great rider. Can't thank him enough for being the trail guide. Essentially, he showed us around. He's been down to Hatfield McCoy numerous times. Knows the trails pretty well. For not being a local, he's probably the next best guide you could have. Again, kudos to him. He's a great rider, great tour guide. I had a freaking blast. Can't wait to go back. But, this trail here, this is 199 at Rock House. You have the option to go down to the right there or go to the left. Well, this is the scenic route, because if you happen to get off balance and fall off to the left there, you're falling a good 30 feet straight down. I mean, it's pretty much a sheer cliff, but
Hey, everybody back
yeah, it was a blast. Can't wait to go back. Thank you guys again for watching. This is a long video. It was a long trip. 4 days of riding. Don't know if I've ever done that, but felt good for being 30 years old and 4 days of riding. I know I'm not old by any means, but gotta keep pressing on, man. My biggest thing is push on to people around here, say, I'm too old to ride. That's a bunch of bull hockey. You gotta be smart and be smooth. But again, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. You thought you could get rid of me that quick? That's where you're wrong. I just want to show this clip. This is definitely one of the coolest things about riding down there. My bike's technically not street legal, but you're allowed to ride off-road motorcycles, ATVs, and side-by-sides on the road. So you can literally ride from trailhead to trailhead if you wanted to, ride from town to town, store to store, however you want to do it. But I just want to show this clip for the people, local that don't know what it's like. It's pretty awesome. Just be able to hop on your dirt bike, go ride trail, ride in town, get something to eat, however you want to do it. Ride to the car wash, wash the bike. Pretty amazing. It just kind of shows the views too a little bit. Yeah, I was hoping the leaves wouldn't quite be gone yet, but they unfortunately were. But still beautiful, beautiful area. Can't wait to go back. Thanks for watching. Have a good night.